Hello guys, welcome back to In 5 Minutes. In this 5 minutes we are going to see the difference between asynchronous counter and synchronous counter. Before starting to actual asynchronous counter and synchronous counter design, we need to look out the difference between these two. So very first point is the asynchronous counter can also be called as a ripple counter or a serial counter. Why? Because it counts the position in serial manner in the ascending order or the descending order of the numbers, whereas synchronous counter can also be called as parallel counter. Why? Because it can shift the digits in the serial wise, or it may also skip the digits parallelly. All the bits are changed simultaneously. That's why it is called as parallel counter. Next point is, in asynchronous counter, the next flip-flop which is to be triggered, it is triggered by the previous flip-flop. Means what? If you are using the 10 flip-flops simultaneously, then the 9th flip-flop to work, it has to depend upon the 8th flip-flop, that is I think the previous one, and it will require the 8 clock cycles to get into the working of the 9th flip-flop. That's why asynchronous counter is there. And the synchronous counter, each flip-flop is triggered simultaneously. Means what? All the flip-flops, so 10 flip-flop is there of course in the synchronous counter, so all the 10 flip-flops will change their output simultaneously in synchronization with the clock pulse provided. And with respect to point number 2, in asynchronous counter, the next flip-flop is triggered by the previous. That's why it has got speed limitations, because unless and until the previous flip-flop gives the output, the next flip-flop won't work. That's why. Whereas in the synchronous counter, the speed is always more as compared to asynchronous, because all the flip-flops are changing their output simultaneously in synchronization with clock. Fourth one, the problem of glitch is has occurred in the asynchronous counter, whereas it is not there in the synchronous counter. That glitch is nothing but the counter will be there in the undesired state for a moment, and which cannot be detected by the bare eyes, but it may harm the circuit. And we have discussed this glitch issue in the designing section, so you can go through the design section and cross check the problem of glitch in asynchronous counter. While designing the modulo in counter, we have the problem of glitch discussed. Fifth point is asynchronous counter has got very simple and straightforward operation if you look into the circuit diagram of asynchronous counter, whereas synchronous counter is a bit tricky as compared to the asynchronous counter. The complex operation is there. Settling time for the asynchronous counter is more as compared to synchronous counter. And the last point, there is no problem of lockout, and the problem of lockout is there in the synchronous counter, but it can be easily avoided by using the bushing technique. Now what is the problem of lockout, you will come to know when I'll draw the diagram here. So let us consider a asynchronous counter. So for asynchronous counter, I will consider a 3-bit asynchronous counter or 3-bit serial counter. So 3 bits are there, therefore positions will be 0 to 7, and this can count in serial order 0 to 1, or the up manner is also called as up counter, which is going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 0, or it may count in the down manner. Means what? 7 goes to 6, 6 goes to 5, 5 goes to 4, likewise, and 0 goes to 7 again. So this is nothing but the down counting serial manner or the ripple manner, and the pink one which is shown inside, this one is the up counting or the up counter serially. Whereas in synchronous counter, we may go serially or you may skip the stages. So if you are skipping out the stages, let me consider here are 3-bit counter, but which is from 0 to 5, 6 and 7, and this counting in this manner, 0 to 2, jumping from 2 to 5, 5 to 6 to 7 to 0. Now state numbers 1, 3, 4 are not used here. So if somehow the counter jumps out of the sequence and go out to the 1, 3, 4, then it will roam in 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4 only. That is called as the problem of lockout in the case of synchronous counter, which can be easily avoided using bushing technique. And what the bushing technique is particularly discussed in the design of synchronous counter, so you can watch the video for the synchronous counter. And thank you for watching In 5 Minutes. That's all about the difference between synchronous and asynchronous counter. Thank you.